2026 2026 Alfani Sitatun Washroom. Hey, look, my Arabic may be a little rusty, but these ain't. 2026 Entegra Odyssey. This is the 22 CF. This will be the one we're profiling today because you know how we do it, guys. We're camping in the 22 AF right now, so maybe we'll have some time to go over it, but let's just dive right in. I'm Josh, and this is Peak Pounder. Starting off, 33s in the back. Love these Vision Corrupt wheels. I'd probably do, you know, some matte black on that Vision logo, but it's all good. It still looks good, nice and fresh. That's your custom AJ's by Peak Pounder collaboration spare tire carrier on the rear. This one's 24 foot 9 inches. We are what we call in the business level enough. This one has the corner bed slide. You know, the AF has the full dinette slide. By the way, coming to y'all from Mecca, Gemini Bridges here in Moab. You know, you can do this whole thing in two-wheel drive. We've done it all in two-wheel drive. We're not into beating these things down for y'all. We just want to make sure that they are going to work. Okay. 24 foot 9 inches, like I said. Typical build for us. The Fox shocks, these are the 2.0s. These are getting a little harder to find. We had a back order situation with Fox. So you can see your radius arms down here, custom adjustable radius arms, 5-inch lift coils. Yeah, Fox was back ordered a little bit on that particular shock that we like. So we are definitely looking at other vendors. King, always an option. Warren manual locking hubs. The Vision Corrupt has a vanity cover over this front wheel. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Of course, you got to pull it to lock your hub, so I just leave it off. This rig is running the Wrangler Duratrax, of course, 285 70 17 in the front, 255 80 17 duals in the back. Goliath bumper, fantastic partnership with these guys. Awesome looking recovery points as usual. We went with some Hyperspots on the Auxbeams this time around. Super bright, I mean seriously bright. We also went with the super winch. This is the SX12R, sorry. Still the synthetic line, still 12,000 pound capacity. Nice breakaway nylon strap here. Keep things extra safe. Dana 60 as per usual. Everything indexed so that, you know, when you get some miles on these like we're doing, we can go back and make sure nothing's moved, make sure everything is cool. And that's how we do. So we went the Fox single stabilizer bracket on this one. So this is going to be the new stuff for us here. And the bracket is performing flawlessly. The single stabilizer, you know, we barely need a stabilizer. We've done runs in these all up in the Poconos and stuff with no stabilizer whatsoever. No sway bars. We got the sway bars up in the bunks. Clearly, you know, we want to maximum articulation here. Want to maximize articulation. So we're not running those sway bars. We did something a little different with the 2026 revised grill. It's not exactly matte at this time, but it will be by the time you're ready to buy it. In any event, this is all pro done, body shop painted, clear coated, $430 a piece. So, you know, it kind of sucks that I'm not entirely happy with that, but you got to do what you got to do. So we're going to fix it just like we do everything else. All right. So outside, just coming around real quick, 4000 E generator, 10 hours on that bad boy. I'll show you all the storage and stuff. Again, this is the corner bed. We're going to hop inside real quick. Again, you know, Goodyear Duratrack RTs. This is my favorite. The AF, on the other hand, is running everybody else's favorite. The Falcon Wild Peak, the AT4Ws. But man, you guys got to give the Duratrax a shot. I know that there's lots of jokes about Dura crap and all that with the original model. This is a new tire. That's a new generation. The thing performs flawlessly. We've had no problems. Custom leaf packs in the rear. See our rear sway bar. Everything brand new on this one, as you would expect. These are all custom built to the weight of the rig. Let's creep up under. You can see our rear drive lines here. Big old thick custom drive shaft, custom front drive shaft. Our Borg Warner T-case with electronic shift. Custom radius arms. Our light controller is on switched input, so that's what you hear, just the switch turned on. Which actually lets me show you our 4-wheel drive controller from Mars. Is transfer case control, 2 high, 4 high, neutral, 4 low, just like you would expect in the floor. But man, does it help with ingress and egress, not having your big hole cut in the floor there for a manual shifter. Thing's a little dirty, obviously, you know, that's what it is. That's what it's about. Full detail, of course, with your purchase, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. I want to show you guys the light controller. So instead of just doing a switch, we didn't really splurge on the S-Pod, but I do like the Auxbeam version. So bumpers and fogs and whatever you want in slots 3 and 4. You can dim the light. You know, it's auto dimming here as well, depending on the time of day and that kind of thing. These are those vanity covers I was talking about with the front wheels. So we'll put those back on when we get back off the trail. I'm driving this one. To be quite honest, this one is pre-sold. So trying to be as careful as I can with the customer's rig. But she said rock it. So we're gonna rock it. Not too bad though. All right. So let's just hop inside and go through some of the internal stuff. So this one is actually going to get 460 amp hour, one of our Vatra batteries. Shout out Vatra. Right now it's the stock flooded batteries in the wheel wells, or I'm sorry, the foot wells. But all that's going away. So we'll do another video on the power setup in this once it's done. We just got to make sure that everything else is knocked out first. All right. Exterior light with the dimmer on it. That is going to be your awning light, okay? That is pretty dope. I had not noticed that before, honestly, but I do like that there is a dimmer on the awning light. In and out awning. Again, this is 2026. You can expect everything to be fresh. Main power cutoff, power step lockout to keep that thing down, carbon monoxide detector, 110s, and your primary cabin or primary coach lighting. All LEDs, of course. I'm just going to go through and sort of turn these on as we go. Big old bunk, big old bunk, just like the Red Hawk we featured here last time. Like I mentioned, guys, this is our new preferred rig. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of these. Obviously, we're still open to doing anything else. If you have something in mind, Shorty probably coming next. Unfortunately, there's not an Entegra floor plan for the short wheelbase single rear wheel chassis, but Thor Eddie Bauer, kind of what I have in mind. See how it goes. Looking back, forgive my mess. Drone stuff, photo stuff, all that stuff. Little TV up here, AC power, Connects brand. You have the option for TV in the bedroom as well, and our buyer does want to do TV in the bedroom. All right. Control panel, same thing you guys are used to. Water heater, LP gas, and electric. DC water pump. Tank heaters, of course. We're going to keep this thing 4-season. Slide in and out. 3.7 hours on the Jenny. If that don't tell you the thing is new, I don't know what does. I mean, the thing got 3,617 miles on it now. We bought it with 2,100, okay? So, again, this one is winterized. Actually, both of them are winterized. So there's your water heater plug. It's the 6-gallon Dometic unit. I do like that some, you're starting to see the tankless heaters in some of these rigs. In fact, the shorties that we're talking about doing do come with a tankless, but this one is the traditional style, which also has its advantages and disadvantages. 2-burner cooktop. This is manual light. You're going to have a barbecue lighter or whatever. Match if you're old school like that. Microwave is the typical unit that everybody's used to seeing in these, a high point. Yep, range hood, the vent on the outside. Typical kind of awesome Class C storage space in here. Phone mount. Winch stuff. labels for your light controller, this, that, and the other. Underseat plumbing, all PEX, of course. PEX to braided line in the case of the sink. The dinette does drop down, right? So you guys are all clued in as to how that works. Kind of like the Dream dinette, where the gas shock sinks here, and just check out that footprint. And then your cushions fill in to make what is really kind of, I guess, a full bed, maybe full plus. It looks like it'd be a little bit wider. Cabinets overhead, Coleman mock unit. This one's getting a soft start, of course. AC is all ducted, right? Everything is controlled off of the thermostat like it should be, the same as in the old Jayco. Heat, off, fan, cool, high, low, and high fan modes, and low and high auto, of course, for those fan modes. All right, so DC refrigerator. This is, what is this, the Furrion unit? Yeah. So in the Jayco, I don't think I explained this, but there is a off-grid setting to preserve battery power. We're going to use that and really take advantage of that once we get the new power system in. You can hear that DC fridge running. No power needed, no generator. Just make sure you got plenty of battery, especially when it's hot out. You know, more cabinet space. I do like the three-tiered shelving in this. Very robust, very sturdy, put together. The Amish folks are doing a great job with the entry-level Entegras. The sweatpants, I don't know. More cool shelves. Load center over here. This is AC side. We're going to take full advantage of that. And then your DC fuse side over here to the right. More of your AC vents here, along with a roof vent. You know, one thing I like about the Entegras, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but we'll go over this. By the way, closet access here for the big bedroom closet. Access when the slide is out. No closet access when the slide is in. So just something to be aware of. This is a hinged mattress. Never been slept on as far as I can tell. Certainly not by us. We're sleeping in the AF. And really in hotels, since both of these things are winterized. There are, got our light switch here. Boom. Light switch here, as well as an independent slide out controller. In case you're in here and want to pull the slide in. Plenty of walking around space in the bathroom or in the bedroom. That's kind of what that slide is all about. So many 110s. Overhead cabinet. Let's see if this one has the... Nope. So this one don't have the 12-volt plug, cigarette lighter adapter thing in the overhead cabinet. But hey, that's okay. So like I mentioned, television here, right? This is all wired up already, 110s and your coax outlet. And then this is going to be plywood behind this. So really kind of in this square, you should be able to throw a mount up and, have TV in the bedroom if that's important to you. Coming back through the kitchen real quick, something I mentioned or something I forgot to mention, furnace here, 13,500. Of course, it's vented down here. Fridge is vented underneath. Privacy curtain, pretty typical stuff in the bedroom. You know, we also have the privacy curtain for the entire cab that comes with the rig. Obviously, with it being brand new, you're going to get all the stuff that the factory gives you. Bathroom is a nice size. Probably a 30-inch door, I would think. Typical RV door, but man, stepping in. Everything perfect. Exactly what you'd like to see in a peak pounder build. Okay. Stainless bowl. Is this one? Yep. Got a soap tray here or whatever, sponges. Anything you want to store there that maybe is not perfectly dry. More PEX. Foot toilet. This is the Thetford. This is the common Thetford. that is in most of these Entegra SEs and the Red Hawk SEs with the foot pump. Okay, sorry about that. Furnace vent here as well, nice and toasty on your feet if you need to sit on the throne. So this is cool. A lot of these are we're finding are not coming with ladders. So I'll show you in the AF when we do the walkthrough on it. But you know, in terms of cutting costs and stuff, I guess the ladder is optional in these. This one happens to have it, and then they have the extendable ladder, which honestly, just buy an extendable ladder like this. You know, these little lean-to ladders that you can extend and stow away when they're not in use. It seems like the right move to me, but what do I know? We talked about 110s here, 110s and USBs here. Lights everywhere. More lights. So, you know, one of the things, and I got kind of squirreled here just a second ago because I was going to tell you guys the same thing, but one of the things that I like about the Integras, about the Jaycos, these SE models in particular, by the way, here's your TV antenna for local channels. We haven't had to spin it up. We get plenty good reception with the thing just down. The power deployed entry step here is also lighted. Anyway, I got sidetracked again, didn't I? Less holes, dude. Less holes. Stop drilling holes. Stop cutting holes in my RVs. You know, you're introducing points of failure, particularly when we start cutting in skylights and vents and all that kind of stuff. DC fridge, you don't need a vent up top. That is one of the main advantages. As you can see, there's no penetrations in the back for any kind of ladder. So, you know, less holes to maintain, less stuff to worry about having to come back and reseal or it coming loose or whatever the case may be. Let me grab the keys, since again, see these Warren manual hubs. Since again, our fog lights, you know, are on a switched input, like I said. So let's kill this. God, dude, do y'all love Moab? I mean, we've been out here in Jeeps and stuff, and even maybe a side-by-side once or twice, but it's just different when it's like this. It's a lot of fun. Again, we're taking it easy on this, guys, but I wouldn't expect you to. So if you have any questions about what these are actually capable of, you know, please let me know. So this is the Flex Power 4000E inverter generator that is also ready to go on propane. This one is already plumbed for propane as well as gas. So pulls off the fuel tank, 55-gallon tank, just like you would expect in any of these, except for the shorties. You have a on-off button here that is reachable through the slot. And then, of course, you know, you have your on-off button inside. Low point drain for fresh water. All that, of course, like I mentioned, is gone already. And I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. I'll tell you what, while I get these cabinets undone, you guys can check out this Moab scenery. Brand new, right? Nice. Metal lined. This is going to be your 30 amp. I'm not going to open that up because who cares? That's your 30 amp cable. And of course, we include the 110, 15 amp adapter for that cable should you need to plug it into the house or some other low power connection. All the screws and stuff on here are really tight. All of your latches and things, essentially 0 miles, 4,000 miles of nothing. All right, this is important. So your light is on a motion detector, which is great. You open the cabinet up, the light pops on. Low point drains here for hot and cold. And then your valve system to fill your tank and turn your water on inside and all that is here. Okay, so that's kind of an important thing to have. And by the way, see a water filter, filtration stuff here, hose, whatever. Water filter on the other side of this. So that's a nice add, I think, that Entegra includes. Gray and black tank drain, common outlet, individual drains, of course. Again, I don't know if you can see those, but yep, gimbal freaked out, sorry. Tank heaters on both gray and black. All I'm trying to get across here. Nice window in the back. I like that about these corner bed units. Not a lot of them. Grab my keys here. Get it together, Josh. Not a lot of them have the back window, you know, when they don't have the corner bed slide. Like in the AF, for example. Okay, moving right along. Hey, check this out. Here is your propane hookup for a outdoor grill. If you're at the campsite and want to indulge in some barbecuing and don't have a separate fuel source, you can pull off of that 12.5 gallon inboard propane. Brand new storage here. Okay, the meat. Solar prep on this one is installed. All that means is that there is a connector on the roof. This one is getting three 200 watt rich solar panels, monocrystalline, so they're good for 600 watts at 12 volts, 110s, and outside hookup for your TV on the exterior if you're so inclined. Water heater here, and then, you know, just like on the Jayco, serviceable furnace, so you can pull that 13.5 furnace out in the case that you need to replace a control board or whatever the case may be. We've had to do that on at least one of the 2021s that we were building. 12.5 gallon, the is this the Amoeba or whatever? It's a, I don't know, it's an Ingusa. I don't know where they come up with these names, but this is also the typical propane inboard tank that you would expect. So that wraps it up, man. I mean, I'm trying to be thorough but quick. 22 minutes, maybe not so quick, but hey, you know what we did? We did it in one take, guys. So here's the deal. If you're just getting with us, if you're just joining us, you know, welcome. If you've been here for a minute, we are ramping up, guys. You know, I don't know how else to say it. I want you to stay tuned. We're doing bigger, better, badder things. Some stuff you've probably seen, but some stuff that has never seen Peak Pounder. You're just gonna have to take that for what it is right now. Stay tuned. Check in with me, Josh, at peakpounder.com. In the meantime, if you're interested in either one of these Entegras, assuming that our CF buyer disappears, you know, sometimes that happens, even with a deposit, sliding all over the place, come talk to me. Josh at peakpounder.com, peakpounder.com, at peakpounder 4x4RV on the socials. We just want to get y'all started, y'all. Let's go camping. It's Peak Pounder.